Hello then, welcome back to Switzerlake. Last time we started and we allied ourselves with France, which was very fun. Currently we're in a very, I dare say, interesting situation because of the fact that we're going to be doing some expansion, and Savoy are currently next on the list here. Due to my alliance with France, it should definitely be possible. France do still have some war exhaustion, so I think I'm actually going to allow them to just get rid of that by fabricating claims on Ulm, I was thinking. But I think I'll wait a little bit, because again, war with Bavaria is not something I want. I basically want to just consolidate the south here, make sure that I have everything under control, probably by creating a vassal. If I can, I might go for vassalizing something. In turn of the border with France, it's probably going to be pretty harsh if I can't actually keep things separate, basically, between France and I. If not, then things are going to get really hairy, really quick, I think. So, with that said, how are you doing now? You still have some war exhaustion, but not as much. I think we're just going to go with take core Valencia, I dare say, and just go for it, to be perfectly honest. France is going to join in, which I hope I actually cross for. Yeah, we have France, all their vassals, and with that I can just, I think, set up camp here in Bohemia or Bavaria. Why you do this? Oh, and lawful territory. Basically, everything was brought down to negative points, more than anything else. But yeah, I'm going to be very reliant on France here, sieging Savoy, more so than anything else. And I'm a little bit unsure what I want to do. I think I'm just going to take the course for now, and then work from there. As long as France doesn't actually fabricate claim on anything, I'm pretty much certain I'll be alright. The trial, I can withdraw from public light. The oldest son is a trial for corruption and bribery. There's no doubt that the charges are true. It would be a serious personal blow. On the other hand, we could of course intervene in trial and secure his innocence. Well, I do have some pretty high representation right now, so I can sacrifice 120 points for 5 of them, or I can see him acquitted and lose 5 for 30 points. I think we'll see him acquitted, just for the sake of, well, saving a little bit. And as you can see, I do get a little bit extra due to power protection, funnily enough. So that's really helpful too. Now, where do you think you're going? But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised I haven't actually seen a single Hungarian troop here. But yeah, if I rely on France, we are definitely in a very good position because of the French. I could just use them as my own personal, well, hit force, if you will, hit team. Call it whatever you want. I can just use them to crush, quite literally crush my enemies. Of course, it's going to be hard to see, or hard, once France actually starts growing, and I'll have to make sure I don't actually take anything that is a French core. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting, I dare say, in the future, just watching what's going to happen here. And again, hopefully I can just finish this war by taking Vaud and Valise. That is going to be my 2 goals here, I think. I'm a little bit unsure, of course, how I want to handle Austria, to be perfectly honest. I with Augsburg, the Palatine Trier. So again, it's a position where I can beat them. I can beat them pretty easily to boot, and I can actually beat Austria pretty easily, which is very, well, surprising. No matter how we look at it, it is definitely surprising that I can beat Austria with the French help. But it's again one of those, do I want to declare war on Austria to take Sundgau and Breisgau? Hopefully. Milan just declare war on Savoy as well, interestingly enough. So yeah, we're going to have to see how this pans out. Siege of Valise is over, pretty good. They just handed me Piedmont due to that, which is also very good. So again, we'll see what happens here. Brittany is at war with the French, so that's going to be very interesting. I think they actually have fabricated claims on Brittany already. No, they haven't actually, luckily. So even if I don't hand them anything in Brittany, it's going to, they're not going to be pissed at me, so that's good. Now if I take Vaud and Valise back, I'll get free aggressive expansion. If I take Piedmont as well, it's going to be a little bit higher. It's going to be coalition amount of higher, but I still think I can live with this, to be perfectly honest. I am tempted to take Cuneo as well here, to be quite frank. And the reason of that is, again, growing in power and again securing myself with a very nice border with the French. I will not take Provence no matter what happens, to be perfectly honest. I will not do that. Also just clear war on Bavaria too, so that's going to be weird. That's going to be very, very weird. But yeah, I think I might actually just go for taking Cuneo as well, because of the fact that it's easy to take, and it won't actually cost me anything extra to take it. Funnily enough here, Hungary is actually at war with Muscovy. I have no idea how they managed that, but they're at war with basically the world right now, so I do not really have to consider them a threat at all. And I find that hilarious. I actually do find that quite funny. I do need military powers though, so I think we'll go with that land forcing modify guy to just help out a little bit. And then we'll see what happens here. But I think I'll actually take Ward Belize, hopefully Piedmont and Cuneo as well, provided that the French don't actually end up fabricating any claims on them. With that I can also then fabricate a claim on Milan and fight the Milanese as well. So fight Milan as well, so that's pretty good too. I'm probably also going to get Liguria and release Genoa again, if they have been completely conquered. No, there's still a Genoan, well, part over here in Cava, but that will probably break pretty soon. We'll decline that, I think. But yeah, I'll have to see what I want to do. Because again, if I can just create a seafaring, well, vassal, if you will, then that's going to make the map look a lot prettier too. It's just being able to do that, that's going to be the interesting part. So yeah, it'll give me 26 aggressive expansion. Yeah, this is definitely going to create a collision, a pretty big one. So it's just, do I want to gamble? That is the big question now. Do I want to gamble and then stay peaceful for a while? I think the answer to that is actually yes, to be perfectly honest. The answer to that is probably a yes. I do have the French again, so even if I get a collision of this area, including Austria, I should still be fine, I dare say. So yeah, we are going to take a chance here. We're going to take a big chance. That might pay off in a huge way. Oh, that is incredibly expensive, of course. Yeah, they are not. They're not funny to make these calls. I might have fucked up though. It might be here that the French will turn their back on me. Nope, they still love me. Very nice. And suddenly we have alliance upcoming and military axis. Everything is just coming our way now, so I'll accept all of those. Alsace, I do not want to ally Alsace. They're not powerful enough, basically. But yeah, there should be coalitions just popping up everywhere now, I dare say. I'll still focus on my immediate area, just to set everything up, if you will. And I'm a little bit unsure if I want to get that Provençal province. I do not think so. So we'll set Venice here as our rival instead, and I'll take Brescia in the next war. It should be quite possible, but again, I'm going to just play it a little bit safe now, a little bit careful. Corsica, first member of the coalition, Ferrara second, Mainz. So yeah, it's going to just keep on growing at this point, so we definitely need to just stay a little bit careful, a little bit quiet here. And the French are, yeah, the French are probably going to be able to take Provence, and that's perfectly fine. If I can take Savoy and of course then Nice in my next war, just create a vassal of some kind, probably Corsica, I dare say. It would actually be hilarious if I could. Then we might have something here to work with, but for now we'll wait and see. So yeah, for now we'll sit back, we'll wait, and hopefully this will pan out to our advantage in the long run. Interestingly enough here, Provence actually went to the Pope, which is very, very interesting. I did not expect that to actually happen, but it did, surprisingly enough. Now, if we do the funny thing and check just how big the coalition has grown, it's actually been growing quite a bit. Again, it's not too scary, to be perfectly honest. It's just some small estates all around here. Bavaria and Venice basically being the only big dogs so far, so that's interesting. But again, we have Austria being a total asshole by the unlawful territory. The unlawful territory does actually last until, as you can see here, 61. So it lasts, I think, 10 or 15 years, which is a very, very annoying thing. So we'll just have to wait and see how this actually works out. But currently, we're doing pretty well, I dare say. We're doing very, very well. I guess we'll get the prestige guy too, and we'll lower the cost of the army just a little bit. But yeah, I will probably end up annexing Savoy here, but again, I do definitely want a vassal before that I can actually use. Burgundy, declare war on Liege. Provence does want an alliance here, Hungary and Castile. I do not want an alliance with Provence, because the simple fact is that France will eat them. I do not want to ally something that France wants to eat. Slowly but surely, that is a fact. Aspect entered military coalition against us, so yeah. Currently, I think I'm basically down to the limit of having entire Europe against me, so it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. France did not actually call me into the war against Burgundy, so this could actually be very, very bad. Let's see here. Mainz, Cleves, has Aachen. But yeah, worst case scenario, if France does not join me, I will definitely end up in a very bad situation. And also, of course, depending on what France takes here, I could end up in a very bad situation. So we'll just have to sit back here and see what happens. I'll probably just have to focus actually on conquering inwards into the Holy Roman Empire, more so than anything else, and just trying to get away from France rather than potentially finding them in the future. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Again, I'm very tempted to make my way to Mantua, or Ferrara even. If I end up in a collision war, Ferrara is probably going to be my prime target here for vassalization, to be perfectly honest. Currently the coalition actually is beneficial to me, because then I can just take Brescia and vassalize Ferrara in the same go, and hand them probably a couple of the Venetian provinces. I could actually be in a very good situation here with the coalition war, so this is against my better judgment, but we're going to fabricate a claim on Brescia, and then we're going to hopefully have France finish their war before then, and then we're going to be aggressive and declare the war before the coalition does. Hilariously enough. And then I can actually start beating on Milan too, hand Liguria and Parma over to Ferrara, and of course Nice over to Ferrara as well, once I actually go for the finishing of Savoy, if you will. Let's see if we want to invest in a new idea. Might as well. Doesn't actually give us any, well, negatives doing so. And we'll also research Constable and Temple now. We can build both of them, which, again, we have plenty of time now. I should be perfectly fine doing so. We'll also get military tech 5 before our next war, which is very, very neat. For now, we'll go back to waiting. Unfortunately, we did lose a stability point. We needed a shake-up, apparently. Nuremberg will probably join us. Oh, crap. Oh. This might actually be to my advantage, because as you see, France is now dropped out of their war. We might actually end up in a position here where I want to declare war on Austria. To take Freigronschaft, yes, it's actually called now, and Sundgau. Basically just make the map look a little bit prettier. Well, currently a lot of things are going, well, not really my way per se, but it's making some interesting things here. France has a claim to the province, so no, we're not going to be taking this one. France is probably going to be getting that one. But yeah, I definitely need to make sure the border friction that I have with France don't go too high. Which is definitely going to be a very interesting, well, effort, if you will. France, 2-1 in debt, attitude towards enemies, war exhaustion. Doesn't actually Milan have any friends? Milan doesn't actually have any friends right now. Huh. Well, okay, so Provence actually did get that back. I'm tempted to fight the Pope, to be perfectly honest. Avignon broke free. Yeah, the funny thing here is Austria is actually potentially my to-go-to enemy here. Because I'm very tempted here to actually create Styria, to be perfectly honest. Fight one more, create Styria, and then connect, or take rest of Austria. Just eat them. And of course the north of France is going to have a field day. But I'm very, very uncertain in terms of what I should do right now. I just can't decide what I should be doing. To be perfectly honest, it's just the situation itself is just so weird. I'm going to actually end it here. I'm going to take a little bit of thinking pause, and we'll see what we will do once we're back tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around tomorrow. Bye.